Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Be sure. All right. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a... Okay. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. I don't know what's up with the technical difficulties, but you know what? We're just going to keep it moving. Look, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Title of today's show is Foolishness of the Week. So, Da Brat dated Kirk Frost. Unbelievable. A black school shooter. I know that's I just knew when I heard the reports that it was going to be, you know, someone else. And what's up with these NBA players? Why are they, the former NBA players? What I don't understand is why they must not, I don't know. This pandemic really has gotten to some people, and it's, completely revealing. And it just goes to show that you can take the player out the game, but you can't take the game out the player. All right. Hey, be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. We're going to get started with something that is really just really kind of crazy. Let's see. Let's get into this real quick. I call this a Bronx tale, y'all.
Video from the Bronx, a woman arriving home from a day at work early in the morning, followed by a stranger into her building. She gets inside and slams the door just in time.
It happened about 2 weeks ago in the Concourse Village section of the Bronx. The NYPD trying to find this guy.
Eyewitness News reporter Naveen Dalewal speaking exclusively with the victim today. Naveen is live at the scene for us. Naveen.
Yeah, Bill, this video is creepy for anyone coming home, whether it's day or night. But this woman tells me that she knew something was up as she approached her building at 2 in the morning. She saw the guy from the corner of her eye, but she was not expecting him to come into the building and then try to barge into her apartment. The video is terrifying. It was just a matter of seconds.
He was literally like 1 second from going inside.
Today, this brave woman, still shaking, finding the courage to speak out about that day as she arrived home from work around 2 in the morning.
There was two guys like outside, right? And they were just like looking suspicious.
You see her walking into the building, cautiously eyeing a man on the side. Seconds later, that same man in the white tank top walks into the Sherman Avenue building behind her. She knew he was up to no good.
He followed me inside the building and he said miss twice.
She describes the horrifying moment seen in this video as the suspect accesses the lobby. Seconds later, the woman knew he was around the corner and she quickly tried to open her apartment lock. Her instincts spot on. He came right after her, determined to get inside.
Papi, open up the door, bro.
I came inside and then right away I just screamed, somebody's following me. Like he was literally 1 second from coming inside.
As she watches this video, she knows she was very lucky.
I feel very scared. Like I was saying, what if I had the top door locked? What if, like, it was literally just 1 second. If I had the top lock, he could have got of me.
Yeah, what if? Well, she is truly lucky, and the victim has been living here for 29 years, and she says she's never seen this guy before. She does not know why she was targeted, but tonight her red flags are up.
Wow, that is so interesting. And you know, the last time I did a live, I covered something like that again. It was going on in New York, and shout out to y'all out there in the chat. I sure do appreciate y'all. You're right, Miss Gardner. It is scary. That's scary. And what's going on in New York? Is there something in the water? My goodness. And that was raw. And the guy, if you noticed, he looked like he was built. So like, is he working out? And then he even sounded a little bit, he sounded articulate. So his actions didn't seem like what you could or should expect from, that behavior. The last guy that did that, I know I didn't cover it, but the guy that went to the lady's house, he was like, yeah, I'm about to be a player, a ball player, whatever. He sounded like, he spoke like that's the kind of behavior he would engage in. But this guy right here, I'm just shocked. And shout out to Pink Unicorn. How you doing, Pink Unicorn? Standalone, I agree with you. That is very scary. And at this point, it's like it's just open season on women. And I just want to shout out real quick, Baby Shay, Alexis, Monet, Wonder Woman. Instead of saying Alexis Monet, let me say In Living Color TV. And hopefully I didn't miss nobody, y'all, but I said Miss Gardner. But anyway, so that is just scary. And it just makes me wonder, Slums Radio, what's tea, baby? It just makes me wonder, like, what is in the water? What is really going on? Why is this happening? So I don't know. It's crazy. So
players have been indicted in an alleged health insurance scheme. Now, this scam involved.
Here we go with this NBA action. And this, I don't understand what this is. And I really would like to know why. It appears that it's all former NBA players. So, okay. So, apparently they weren't doing the good, they weren't money conscious or whatever. But if you got all this money playing in the NBA, why would you need to do this medical scam? This doesn't make any sense. It's just foolishness. Check it out.
Been indicted in an alleged health insurance scheme. Now, this scam involved submitting fake reimbursement claims for medical and dental services that they never had. And the whole thing was allegedly orchestrated by a former Nets player. Chief investigative reporter Jonathan Deans broke this story. He has more from Lower Manhattan now.
Former player Sebastian Telfair left the federal courthouse after pleading not guilty to stealing $350,000 from the NBA's health care fund. Prosecutors say Telfair, who also recently faced gun charges, is one of 18 former NBA players charged with submitting bogus medical and dental bills to collect cash.
The defendant's playbook involved fraud and deception.
The FBI says former Nets player Terrence Williams organized the scheme where players tried to steal more than $4 million in all. He was arrested in Washington State earlier.
He provided the other former players with false invoices for medical and dental procedures that they never received.
So brazen was the alleged scheme that former player Greg Smith was playing a game in Asia at the time he allegedly submitted bogus records saying he had undergone a root canal. And three former players, Glenn Davis, Tony Roten, and Tony Allen, allegedly said they had dental surgery done on the very same teeth on the very same day.
Roten and Allen each also purportedly had root canals on the same 13 teeth on September 6, 2018, and crowns on the same 12 teeth on October 2nd.
Now, what's crazy is, why did they think they wouldn't get caught? That's what I want to know. And again, it's just ridiculous that they did this. It's like, what is the point? Because they didn't even make a substantial amount of money in running this little scheme. And then I wonder, like, what was it that, how'd they wind up getting caught? Did somebody drop a dime?
The feds say 18 former players charged in all. The wife of Anthony Allen also indicted today. Prosecutors say ringleader Williams got more than $200,000 in cash kickbacks from the players he helped defraud the NBA's health plan. They say Williams even impersonated a benefits manager, calling former player Christopher Douglas Roberts to try to scare him into paying a kickback for helping get bogus medical forms. Investigators would not say why some players like Davis, who earned about $32 million during his NBA years, took part in the scheme.
This scheme, which lasted for about 3 years, from 2017 through 2020, inflicts a significant loss to the healthcare industry.
Some former players are appearing in court in other states at this hour. All are pleading not guilty. Outside federal court in Lower Manhattan, Jonathan Dienst, News 4.
Right. And you know what, Standalone? I agree with that. They could have at least switched up different teeth, but it's like, good and well that these folks did not get all these root canals on the same day, on the same teeth. I mean, they weren't even slick with it. I mean, that's what's crazy to me. They didn't even try to be, I guess they think everybody's an idiot. Maybe that's what it is. So, moving right along, y'all know how on IG it'd be some of those, it'd be those like video clips and it'd be like, wait until the end. It's some kind of automated voice or whatever. So I'm about to bust this out real quick. This, of course, is on Debrat. And, she was, I'm just shocked that she was even dating Kirk Frost, that he was even interested in her. But shout out to Neek at Night, because this is where I got this from, straight up off her IG. So shout out Neek at Night, as she says it. But wait until the end, y'all.
I know, you probably get all types of weird ass requests. What is the most interesting thing somebody ever asked you to do on a first date?
Kurt Frost, Rashida's husband, before they were married, when I first met him, he wrote his name and number on 20 $100 bills and begged me to call him.
He
not begged me, but he asked me to call him.
So he pretty much gave you $2,000 to call him.
Yeah.
What?
And I wrote his name and number on the front and back of each one.
Oh.
Well, I got a Lincoln Navigator. I got quite a few things
What?
though from the
From him?
situation.
From him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all on the first date?
Not the first date. Maybe throughout the course of a little while.
So how fast did you call him?
The next day.
I know you did.
I did. No, I didn't want to seem desperate, but I did call the next day.
I'd have been in the Uber. I'm on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, wait until the end because poor Shay. We know you would have called him that night, poor Shay. We know that. We know you would have been the first one on it, and hell, you would have called him even before you left the club. Get on up out of here. I can't take it. All right, so back again. I believe we're back in the state of New York, and I'm still trying to understand what in God's name. I mean, it's a bus demon, y'all. This is a bus demon.
Let him go. Go. Just go. Go ahead. Just look. Just go.
And the dude just slithered away like a snake. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know what's going on. People, we talk about mental health and mental illness, and the guy that chased the woman to her door, something wrong with him mentally. This dude right here on the bus, something wrong with him mentally. And this stuff is just going on all over. It's scary. It's scary. And, I'm glad that black man, well, he was trying to be a hero. So, that's a good thing. But goodness gracious.
R. Kelly is not missing a chance to be a jerk, actually, because now R. Kelly is not missing a chance to be a jerk, actually, because now that he's going down, he's trying to take everybody and their mama out. Now, it's been reported that he plans to barter with prosecutors to provide names of multiple celebrity pedophiles, in which one is a huge singer and a rapper. Now, the insider stated that his team are working with the feds to reduce his own prison time. He'll provide evidence against other celebrities who were pedophiles, and they'll reduce his sentence. So you've been knowing R. Kelly. You've been knowing that you were part of this pedophile ring and you got your friends out of pedophiles. And now that you're going down, now you want to tell. But when you saw them doing it, it was all good.
Let me tell you something. He ain't going to.
Okay, so this is my issue, and this is why I've said before, and I'll continue to say it, that the girl code is so jacked up. It's all over the place. This protect black women mantra is all over the place. Because the bottom line is, these three ladies on this video clip, y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all either want the 12 play or you don't. What y'all want? If R. Kelly is willing to disclose who else is out here doing this and ruining, other young ladies' lives, why are y'all now trying to shame him as being a snitch? And then Lisa Ray is gonna come through and say, "Oh yeah, well, me and Kels, we still friends." This
want to be in or out.
Yeah.
That kind of behavior. Because when I tell you, people don't like pedophiles, and people got to let them, he got to let them know when you move in the neighborhood. So that means everybody going to go, aha, that's where you at and that's who you are. So it's not going to behoove him to be out in the world where people can really get to him, or inside where people can get to him too.
And he's a snitch. Snitch. Ain't a snitch get stitches? Ain't that what it say?
All the bitches
get stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, because you're very narcissist if you all this time you had this information on other people that were hurting people, and then it wasn't until you found out you got in trouble that now it's pertinent. But that also means you didn't ever think that you were guilty of anything.
Oh, yeah.
You never thought you were going to get caught. That's crazy.
I feel like he's going to get hurt. I feel like he's going to get hurt.
Vivica, what do you think about this? I'm asking you because you look mad young, and if he was out, he'd probably be. I'm sorry.
Can I tell you the worst part is that one time he did ask me to introduce him at an award show. So maybe I looked too mature back then. I'm just glad
that wasn't it, Vivica. That wasn't it.
It's a sad end of the chapter. Like, wow, here we go. You get convicted last week, and now this week you like, I'm telling. It's some other people out there I'm gonna take down too.
Crazy.
I mean, it's just, it's instead of asking for help or maybe trying to help others from where you are, from your experience. Now you're gonna snitch.
And I'm curious to know how he knows about these other pedophiles.
And you ain't said nothing all the time.
Were they doing it together? Were they pedophile parties?
Yeah.
The point is that he is willing to. He's willing to say something now.
R. Kelly is not missing a chance.
He's willing to say something now, so I don't see why there's this attempt to try to, shame him or do him like they did 6ix9ine for snitching. They should be applauding him and saying, finally, you're waking up. And for Lisa Ray, like I said, you can tell where the brat gets it from. Lisa Ray, you talking about him, but then on the other hand, we cool. He's still a friend. Well, so you're friends with this pedophile, Lisa Ray? It's just ridiculousness as far as I'm concerned. But, I hope they hurry up, and I hope he hurries up and tells what's up, because I'd like to know. They said it's a rapper and a singer. So who could it be? That's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think that R. Kelly is snitching? I mean, we know he's willing to disclose the information so he can get some time off of his sentence. I get that. But is it really snitching if he's going to get some other, pedophiles up off the street or up out of the industry? Because I think he should do it. I don't see it as snitching, to be honest with you. I say go ahead on.
He was scared. He was afraid.
Okay, hold on. This Texas two-step shooter, this is crazy. Miss Gardner, you said you think it's snitching. You think he's snitching. Well, yeah, he is snitching, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If I don't think there's anything wrong with it for the most part, because it's gonna out somebody else. Yeah, is he doing it out of the goodness of his heart? No, he's doing it because he really wants to just get some time off of his sentence. Taniqua said, if he dies in jail, we know why. I know that's right, because let it be told, they don't like pedophiles in the pen. Let me see. Let's see. Standalone said, what's done in the dark eventually comes to light. I hate the way some Lisa Ray will stand up for a black man until the end, but it's rare that it's done for us. When you say for us standalone, or you mean us as black women? But yeah, I like I said, tell it all, R. Kelly. You ain't got nothing to lose. That's hopefully if you even make it out of lockdown. But okay, so everybody knows we had that school shooting in Texas. And again, I was just shocked and amazed to find out that it was a black person. And then what's really adding insult to injury and surprise is the fact that this representative, and I don't know what her relationship is to the family, she is straight up trying to just gaslight and making excuses for this. Check it out. I don't know if y'all seen this, but check it out.
He was scared. He was afraid. There's a video that's all out on social media, and it shows that he was being attacked. It wasn't just one person that would attack him and bully him, taking his money, harassing him due to the fact because he had more things than maybe others. It takes us all. It takes us all to stand together about this bullying. It could have been a situation where he took the other turn and decided to commit suicide. What the decision that he made, taking the gun.
Okay, I got to stop this lady right here. See, this is where the chief gaslighting is going on. You know, this boy, this 18-year-old young adult has gone in here and shot up some stuff. Okay. And now you're going to stand up in here and with all the trauma going on and all the issues going on in the world. And now you're trying to turn the table and make us feel sorry for this dude that, he could have probably killed himself. Wait a minute. If we had to choose between who he injured and him injuring himself, I know which one I'm going to choose. And I know which one the people who got injured, what they would choose. Man, don't point the gun at me. You want to take some rage and whatever out. Don't point the gun at me. How about that? But this is straight up gaslighting.
We're not justifying that.
Yes, you are.
That was not right.
Mm-hmm.
But he was trying to protect himself. And so we hope that the police department does the investigation properly. There are going to be independent investigations that's going to be done as well, so that we can get to the bottom of really what happened.
Well, and you say that he was bullied exactly because he had, clearly y'all have a little bit of money, you know what I mean? Like, because of money situation, or what all are you saying that he was bullied about, and how many times did y'all report that?
Well, due to the fact that they were blessed financially, and so he was able.
Okay, somebody please say something in the comments. So now she's justifying his behavior and she's saying, well, see, he was provoked because, see, they blessed. Now, does this make sense to anybody? Because it don't make sense to me. And even the reporter said, well, so you're saying that this is due to the fact that y'all got a little bit of money? Because what I'm seeing on the camera right now don't look like money. It don't look like long money. It don't look like short money. You hear me? It don't look like old money. And it don't look like new money. It really look like no money. And so I'm just trying to understand, lady, how are you standing here? And you know that the people in the United States got to be saying, wait a minute, a black school shooter? Y'all know that's not typical. It's not typical. And so now you're trying to tell us that everybody was jealous of this individual? Come on, y'all. Don't do this, lady. Quit the gaslighting.
To, get things maybe that other children could not get or teenagers could not have. And so because he wore nice clothes and because he drove nice cars and because he had the things, he was like a target, outgoing, loving person, being that he's been around his grandmother, his loving mother. They taught him to love, and he was a giver,
Okay, so they taught him to love what? They taught him to love to shoot. He's a giver of bullets. I mean, what?
See, like up into the point to where he got into his senior year, and it really became, he's looking forward to graduating and doing something with his life.
What would you like to say to the victims' families at the same time?
The victim's family, there is no justification of anybody who's being hurt.
That's the first truth she spoke.
We have to take a look at the fact that bullying is real, and it takes us all. And I do apologize.
Shut up, lady. She's lying. Now, listen. Don't do that. Because see, people that are really being bullied, this is an insult to them. And I'm gonna let me just push up some of these comments real quick, just so I can. Not at all. What that got to do with him bringing a gun to school? Thank you, Chanel. Abso-daggone-lutely. Stan Long said, "Yeah, that was crazy. Don't make excuses for him hurting people. They do the same thing when the white kids talk about how they are mentally unstable and come from broken homes. It's ridiculous." Let's see. Stan Long says she annoyed me. This was Chanel, girl. If they was giving out prizes, you would get one today. Ain't that the truth? That apology was sorriest. And the grandmother, I guess that's the grandmother, nodding their heads. I said, "Lady, you about to get a crick in your neck with all that hard head nodding." But I'm about to show y'all the video of the footage, and well, here we go.
The shooting. They also released more details about the moments that led up to it. Rebecca Lopez joins us live with more on the investigation tonight. Rebecca?
Look, Arlington police do have that gun, but now they want to know how the 18-year-old suspect got that weapon. They're also using video as part of their investigation, video taken inside the classroom of the suspect and the victim fighting inside that classroom just before the shooting. There was chaos and panic as shots were fired inside Timberview High School. A student and a teacher were shot.
Everybody knew there was a shooting because we heard it.
Police say the moments leading up to the shooting were captured on this cell phone video taken by a student inside the classroom where it all happened. They say the suspect, Timothy Simpkins, is in the white hoodie. He and another student are fighting. Shortly after the video starts, Simpkins is slammed to the ground and takes several punches. He covers his head as he's hit. Police say the video is now part of their investigation.
That was the actual fight between Mr. Simpson and the victim, who was in the hospital. So it was right there in the classroom.
According to an arrest affidavit, a witness told police once the fight was broken up, the juvenile witness observed Simpkins go to an orange backpack and retrieve a firearm. The witness observed Simpkins point the firearm at the juvenile victim and shoot 7 to 8 times.
We hear like a little stampede, like like a lot of running and a lot of ruckus, and then we hear gunshots. Like, bop, 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 bop.
Police say they are looking into what caused the fight and who started it.
Everything's going to be investigated, particularly what happened, why it happened, and why it happened between these two individuals. Was there bullying in that situation?
Police say they now have the weapon used in the shooting, a .45 caliber handgun. They matched the bullet from a shell casing at the school to the gun recovered during a search warrant of an Arlington home. But police also want to know how 18-year-old Timothy Simpkins got that weapon. It's illegal for anyone under 21 to have a handgun.
We're going to work collaboratively with ATF and trace that gun to who purchased that gun.
Police say if an adult provided that weapon to Simpkins, they will also be.
And so we're supposed to believe this guy right here was bullied, and you lost the fight. You lost the fight, dude. You did. You got beat down. There's no doubt about it. You lost the fight, and you chose to go to your backpack and pull out a handgun and then shoot 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, allegedly. And so the representative for the family, you're trying to say that it's all because of bullying. You know, like I said, that's an insult to people who really are bullied and have enough, sense to not carry a gun to school. It's just, like I said, it's that's just a crock of crap. That's what it is. So what I forgot to do, though, while we were showing these videos, so when it came to Vivica Fox and this R. Kelly situation, apparently on social media, somebody got with Miss Vivica Fox, and they said, let's talk about how you were around R. Kelly when a lot of this was going down. I guess you said you wouldn't snitch, and now you're calling him a snitch because he wants to out the pedophiles. I figured street code wouldn't matter in this case. You scared? And so now Vivica Fox wants to respond and say, and is she trying to come real hard? Look here. I had no idea he was abusing young women. I'm a stand-up woman, so don't you dare bring your over here and call me a coward. Now what? You know, I think a lot of this is just it's just clout. It's clout. You're glad to be able to say that you have a little something to do. Oh yeah, well I know him. Well yeah, he did ask me to present an award to him. You know, it's clout. It's clout chasing, but you're really not concerned about what, you know, the nature of the issue. That's what I'm saying. So hold on here just a minute. Shout out to Lizzie Mack. And I agree with you, Lizzie Mack. It is. It's extremely sad. Hold on just a minute. Chanel said that's what happened. They got the better half of him. He couldn't take that loss. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly what happened. And, you know, so the picture that the family representative is painting of that 18-year-old boy, is lame. It's very lame, and it's not accurate. So I do want to come with this quick update. I don't know, something's wrong with my system. It ain't acting right. There we go. Let's see. So update. LaToya Young, or LaTanya Young, her GoFundMe is still up, and now she only has $8,000 and some change. And so ain't nobody helping her out. I mean, people that really could, they're really just not doing it. She can't get any help, and it's sad. So I don't know what she's doing. I'm trying to track her down on social media, but you know, I can't, you know, if y'all know her, tell her to pull up, because I'd like to know what is she doing since the GoFundMe's still open. You haven't met your goal. Clearly your father, Dr. Dre, is uninterested in assisting you. That part is clear. And let me see here, y'all. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my system. I hope YouTube ain't getting ready to do what Instagram did. How about that? So she's still, her GoFundMe is still up, and it ain't hitting anywhere close to that $50,000. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Dr. Dre is coming out. He's had several alleged mistresses and has fathered a child with one of them. And so I know that when the divorce between the divorce proceedings between him and his current wife were getting started, that's what she was saying. And she was saying that, you know, she wanted to depose all of the mistresses and this and that and 2/3. So he all this dirt, all this stuff going on with him, and he's still holding a grudge or whatever between his oldest child. And I hope she's resolved it. But if she has, she needs to shut that GoFundMe down. But again, it's still a sad situation. But he's going through all this, but his dreams are still coming true, because he's going to be at the Super Bowl. And this is where I say mute Dr. Dre, because Dr. Dre is like, oh man, this is awesome. I'm gonna be up in here performing with Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and this is Since Dr. Dre told the NFL that being able to perform at the Super Bowl in his home city will be one of the biggest thrills of my career. And of course, we know Jay-Z is producing this NFL halftime stuff. We need to be muting Dr. Dre. And do we need to mute Jay-Z and them as well? Because this, I don't know. This is just poor behavior. I don't know, y'all, but that's it. And that is the podcast. And I do want to thank all of y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. And just keep your head up, because it's tough out here. So I do want to thank you for watching. And until next time, we will see you when we see you.